Channel 8's Mark McPherson joins us now live with reaction on Governor Doyle's proposals from Crosse Mayor Matt Harter.
Mayor, thanks for being with us today. You met with the governor yesterday, you and 16 other mayors from the state. What was one of the things you came from that meeting? How is this going to affect La Crosse?
Well, how it's going to affect La Crosse, we're going to have less shared revenue coming in, so we're going to have to tighten up the ship even a little bit more now. It's definitely doable, and we've overcome challenges in the last 12 months in this state that some might have said we couldn't have, but we have. We're here now. Hopefully the worst is behind us, and we'll keep moving forward, but we will have less revenue coming in, and we're going to have to deal with that. When
you were running, you had mentioned you had proposed a spending freeze on wages as a way to try to, in these tough economic times. Are you going to have to go a little further? May there be layoffs?
Layoffs, I'm optimistic. There are going to be some cuts, and I'm not going to ask anybody to do anything that I'm not going to do myself, take any wage reduction. I'm not going to ask any other department to make any reductions that I won't do in my own department, but there are going to have to be some cuts, and we're all going to have to do it together, and hopefully we can do it without any layoffs, but it's going to take the cooperation of everybody throughout City Hall.
Now, you've been here, everyone's been hearing a lot about the tough economy. You met directly with the governor, got some of the numbers that people don't hear. In your impression, are things worse or better than we were expecting right now?
They're worse than what we anticipated. As he released today, the deficit was the deficit was higher than what they originally projected, and we had staff members down there today on a governor's task force to deal with those reductions. We're working out a plan to get through them, and as I said earlier, I think we're going to get through them okay. There is going to have to be a little bit more cutting here in the city, but that's something we're going to have to deal with.
Okay, and you're a new mayor, relatively new to politics. Do you think you're geared up for this? Are you ready for this kind of challenge?
I am. I'm ready for it. You know, it's a tough situation, but we got to deal with it. We are where we are, and as I said earlier, not everything's bad. I met with a number of business leaders today. Businesses are still growing. We're going to announce later that we will have some businesses coming to the city of La Crosse, so it's not all bad. Some things are going well. We're going to have to make a transition and focus the industry here in the city of La Crosse of where growth is, but we'll get through it.
All right. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you, Mark.
Mike and Lisa.